Hey, what's up YouTube? Coin Flip back, and today we're going to go over our 2024 coin roll hunting finds and our silver stacking journey. It should be a good one. Might be a little bit longer, but let's get into it. So when I started this channel, it was just a hobby, something that I enjoyed doing, and I wanted to share my journey with you. So in doing so, I'm going to give an end of the year recap, just to kind of go over some of our goals and whether or not we met those, and then just other things that we've kind of dabbled into when it comes to numismatics or stacking silver. So part of that is the coin roll hunting, which we will get into that a little bit later, but we did have a pretty decent year, I would say. Much better than the year prior. So 2024 should be exciting. We'll go over that here in a little bit of the video. If that's something you want to see directly, you can skip ahead. Otherwise, we'll kind of go over some of the other things and the goals, and again, whether or not we met them along our 2024 journey. So kind of up and down as far as the silver market went. Our goal was 300 ounces. Today's January 3rd, and as of now, I think we stacked 235 ounces. That being said, towards the end, we bought the 3/10 ounce pieces of gold with the Black Friday, which obviously, if you do the math there, that was essentially another 20 or so ounces. We'll do the math up here just to kind of show you what the purchase price was versus what that would have bought in silver. So I wasn't planning on buying that gold. I'm almost strictly silver, which some people may agree with, some may not, but that's okay. That's just our channel and what we decided to do. But those 3/10 ounces of gold obviously impacted our total silver count of our 300 ounces total. Obviously, we have this to go through as well, so hopefully that gets us there. But we only stacked 235 ounces of silver this year. We'll go over our 2025 goals in a different video. But some of the stuff that we picked up silver-wise, pretty happy with overall. Some more 10-ounce bars, better quality bars, better brands. Things if we ever do have to resell is just something that should go pretty easy. And some of these have a little bit better premium as well, especially when you get into Ford bars, Inglehards, and even Johnson Matthey. They have different eras, if you will, of when these bars were produced. So just some examples of the bars that I stacked, and an OPM Metals bar as well. So pretty cool on those, pretty happy with it. Also stacked quite a few rounds. A lot of these you can see have some toning. They are vintage rounds, which I do enjoy. We seem to get a lot of these at the coin shop, so I love going through their stuff. When they get silver in, they'll let people know so they can kind of move it quick. They know I'm a big buyer as well. Big buyer as in consistent buyer. Not necessarily a big buyer in sense of total ounces or money, but love buying the vintage rounds. A lot of other things going on in the news, and obviously being an election year, picked up a few of these. So Trump fight coins. So hopefully we have a big year ahead, but maybe that affects metal prices as well. But that being said, again, some of these rounds pick up a good premium. Did a couple unboxing videos. Plan on doing more of those for you guys as always, but lots of either silver at spot or low premiums and design of our choice. I like to do those as well. Also picked up quite a few Morgans and peace dollars. That's one of our goals. That was the 2024 was to complete our peace dollar album, and we were fortunate to not only complete the album but put in a few upgrades. So pretty happy with how the peace dollar album's come along. Starting to get some BU stuff put in there, but overall just having it completed was a goal. We had the 21 I think shortly before our goal last year, but getting in some nice coins, upgrades when we're able, and got everything complete. Obviously the 28 was one we picked up I think pretty early in the year, probably around February, maybe June, but I think this one was in February. So able to complete this thing pretty quickly and relatively easy. Again, only a few expensive coins in here per se, which would be the 28 and the 21. So super happy with that. We'll continue to upgrade this as life goes on, but just happy to have a good start on our peace dollar album. Lincoln Cent album, unfortunately that was another goal that I had, was to get this thing completed, which is a pretty tall task all in itself, and I think we did a pretty good job. We're still on the hunt for a 1909 SVDB. Just haven't found one that suits my fancy, if you will, for the price prices they're asking. So there's a lot of different stuff. So I have my coin shop on the lookout for them. I missed an opportunity, just didn't have the cash or able to get back to the coin shop for them to hold it long enough for what I needed. But they had several Annex graded verified coins in the VF range at a pretty good price. And unfortunately I missed that deal, but I think they had around like 5 or 6 of them at one point. And when I went back, they said, yeah, somebody bought them all. So probably a dealer stopped in and thought they had a good price on that stuff. But overall, very happy with how the Lincoln Cent album has come along. I'll have an upgrade for this with my coin shop pickup video here in the next week or two, but I have a new book that we're going to be doing with this, so that should be fun. Picked up some upgrades for here along the way as well. You'll see some that are a little bit more the red condition. Still have to update this Lincoln Steel Cent. I think I upgraded that one along the way, but overall very happy with how things are turning out in this book. And we're still looking for that 70S. Every time I go to the coin shop, there's some labeled as small dates, but they are in fact not. So I had to talk with them about that. They kind of laughed a little bit because I think they have somebody that helps mark some of those coins. So anyway, happy with the Lincoln Cent. Let me know what you guys think about that. This is a little bit tougher one to do, but we were able to find some good coins in here this year. The 1914 we picked up at the coin shop. I think this one's been cleaned at some point. And then when the 31S down here was some of the bigger purchases this year for this book. So almost done. I know I've gone over this a few times. We'll go do the whole thing once we, in depth, if you will, page by page on this book once we get it completed. But otherwise, we've been selling some stuff on eBay. That's going to help fund some of the purchases we need, like the 1909 SVDB. And we did not pick up a metal detector last year. Last year was very crazy overall, just for scheduling and things with the family. So obviously I value that time, and life just gets out of control sometimes as far as all the things you have going on. And I got into kids coaching, coaching my kids sports, just helping out with that and doing some volunteer work with that. So I like to be a part of that. And so obviously that consumed quite a bit of my time, especially in the late summer, fall, all the way through winter now. So do my best in continuing this content. Obviously kicked out a few videos recently and just enjoy it. So hopefully we get some more stuff out this year. I know I said that last year, but life comes at you fast. So what do? We're going to get this cleared out of the way. Let's get that silver jar, see what we have in there, and kind of go over and wrap up this video. But might be a long one. I apologize, but I just like to kind of go over everything that's going on in our silver journey, our coin roll hunting stuff. And again, we'll be taking some ideas from you guys on our 2025 goals. All right, so the big reveal on all of our coin roll hunting finds. And again, we didn't put out as many coin roll hunting videos because it seemed like these were very hit or miss this year. One of the goals we had was hunting more boxes, and that indeed we did do. And we will go over that here as we start to go through this. We found some very cool, unique finds, which I'm going to try to grab here. And if you saw my last video, I basically did a guess for what this silver content would be. So also had a giveaway from Rob Finds Treasure, 100 likes giveaway. That was our first win on his channel this year. So got a BU 64 quarter that we'll include with our free or at face value stuff. We'll go over some of the flips that we have. Found an 1874 German 5 Pfennig. These are copper nickel, but found this coin roll hunting nickels. This is pretty cool, very neat find and very unique. Obviously we're excited with what it was, but it's unfortunately it was a little bit of a lackluster find in the sense of, I guess, value. But we were super cool with that date. But very fun, very cool find. That's one that we'll definitely treasure. Found a few V-nickels. My son the other day actually was hunting a bag of nickels while I was doing some stuff here at home, and he actually got a trifecta with a buffalo. Matter of fact, I have the buffalo here and V-nickel. He found these coin roll hunting, got the trifecta, and the other one's already in our new 2025 silver jar, which we found a couple. So his silver war nickel, his buffalo, and his V-nickel. But yeah, he was very excited about that. That's the first one that he ever found of those. So not to get sidetracked there, but it's pretty cool. The reason we were talking about that though is we did find a couple V-nickels coin roll hunting our nickel stuff this year. So 1911, not terrible condition. Found a nice 53S, 64 D over D, FS 503 on this one. And I think that's based off location of the mint mark, but pretty nice coin overall. I'm not gonna be mad at that. And then one of the other V-nickels we found, 1907. So very, very blessed that we found a couple V-nickels, but it's fun to find those. And they're not worth a whole lot, but generally speaking, but finding those in a hunt is pretty incredible to know that those are still in circulation somehow. And then briefly went over these on another video. We'll get these poured out. This was just last month here. We found quite a few dimes in a drop-off bag at a local bank here. That was a fun hunt. My son did most of that hunt as well, so he was just talking about finding a bunch of dimes because he never does, and found 104 of them. And then this hunt, I wanted to try to do a voiceover. I just don't know if it's going to be, but I'll try to overlay some of us during this video, if I still have them, of us opening some of these rolls. But again, quite a few stuff here. This was the hint in the last video for what our total silver value was. And again, we'll put the spot price up here, and we'll put our value up here once we get that started. Without further ado, lots of talking. I know it's a long video, doing my best. Let's pour out some silver and see what we have. All right, got some stuff repositioned here. We'll start with these dimes. And some half dollars here. And lastly, what we've all been waiting for. Well, we got some separating to do. We're going to start on that, get everything separated, start getting some counts and numbers. And then we'll also try to check for, especially like the half dollars, if there's any double dies or repunchment marks, that sort of thing. Let's get this separated out, get a total count, and see how much we got. All right, here's everything in all of its glory. All the silver from 2024, all laid out. We had 5 Canadian dimes, 1 50% silver, 4 80% silver, giving us a total $8.20 in silver dimes. From Canada, we had 214 American dimes, 135 were rosies, 78 were mercuries, and we had 1 barber find from a drop-off bag from one of our local banks. 63 war nickels, 10 silver quarters, a lot less quarter boxes hunted this year, but 10 total quarters, 2 of which were giveaways, one from Rob Finds Treasures, 100 likes, and another one from Hunting Southwest Ohio. 1969 half dollars, we had 15, 68, we had 28, 67s, we had 32, 66s, only 6, 65, we had 19, 64s, we had 51, and Benjis, we had 8. No walkers this year, unfortunately, but overall, pretty happy with everything we see here. With spot being $29.72, that gives us a grand total of $1,692 and 94 cents in American silver, $8.20 in Canadian silver, giving us a grand total of $17.01 and 14 cents. In our last giveaway video, we mentioned we would be rounding these up. Closest without going over would win a 1964 Kennedy half dollar. We scrubbed all the comments, and it looks like For Fun RC is our winner with a guess of 1,700. For Fun RC 11, you are the winner. Please email me. The email will be in the description below. Reach out, and we will get you your 1964 Kennedy half dollar of our choice. It won't be a cold one, we'll say that. Otherwise, this is everything we have here. As always, we do appreciate the support for the channel. Enjoy you guys watching our coin roll hunts, although as of late, there haven't been very many of those, so I apologize. We'll do our best to get some more of those out this year. We'll have a goals video, and we have some other coin shop pickups and auction pickups we'll be sharing with you here soon. But otherwise, hope you guys have a blessed 2025. I hope all of your silver journeys and goals are met, and good luck and be safe out there. As always, thanks so much for the support. We enjoy providing this content for you and sharing our journey. If you have any ideas on goals we should reach for this year, let us know. We'll be coming out with that video soon, but I always like to hear you guys' input based off our journey and how it's going, and see what you guys are working on. But yeah, let us know if you guys have any goals you want to see this channel try to complete in 2025. As always, thanks for watching. Coin Flip out.